Hey guys, SK in the kitchen, and okay, I'm having a sort of a large lunch, I guess. I'm going back to the small cups, the mini version of the Buldak series, just the regular one. So the sauce should be like, it's still like the hot, spicy as it is, known for, made by the Samyang company. So if you're a vegan or halal, yeah, this is halal approved. So yeah, this is just like no actual chicken traces, so you can eat this. So I'm just gonna combine two of these. So if you just eat the cup version, so this will like be sort of like 1.5% more the regular dosage. So like the meal. So this I'm gonna be eating a bit extra. Not eating the cup version anytime soon. Next week, I think I'm going to be eating that tteokbokki or maybe another one. But that one's going to be the carbonara version, so that's going to be different. But these are not stovetop, so these are like, you have to boil the hot water, so and then you have to pour it in here. But of course, I'm going to add extra hot sauce. So the Buldak 2X. These are also sold in bulk, 6-pack. You can check them out in retailers. Available on Korean supermarkets. You can get them off Amazon. You can also get it at private wholesalers or just public wholesalers. They sell those, so only the small pack though, and also some of that. But the king cup side, those that are sold separately, so you can also, if they have it in the big box, with just the logo on it, so you can also check that out. So I'm gonna pre-shake this one up, as you're supposed to. Couldn't get these because couldn't find them much. Saw these ones first, so but this one we gotta prepare. So what's in these is if you haven't watched my older video where I ate these, so you wanna don't poke too hard with whatever sharp object, because I like many years ago I accidentally poked a hole in it, so I have to balance it with cover it with the plate. So yeah, I want to just convert all the noodles after I boil them to over here. So great idea for the mini cups. You'll see later why. So I'm just gonna take that open. Do the same for this one, or poke the edge. So this is like small cup, so no big deal, right? Okay. So what you want to do when it comes to these, don't make the mistake of opening all the way open. So you want to open to like half, like right about here, because you have to boil water. And this is when electric kettles, or like maybe you have like a kettle, you gotta pour water and pour it in these. So yeah, I'm just gonna plug this up, plug it. Okay. This one use 2 cups. Okay, let's see. And I could use this for later, so when I'm doing the dishes, so. So if you're wondering what's in here is, yeah. Okay. So hot sauce. So nowadays, most of the Buldak series noodles, even the carbonara sauces are about the same size as this one. So about 3,500 Scoville heat units. So okay, they really got smaller. So yeah, this just gives a reason to add extra sauce, and and these were on sale. They're on sale these days, though, in Toronto. So yeah, if you wanna like grab one at Galleria supermarket, you can do that. So hot sauce, and of course this is like for this one. This has always been small for the cup version. So yeah, this is how the roasted sesame seeds and roasted seaweed, but no, not in there. If you want to add more and make it more roasted, you can actually add more if you want. So yeah, you got sesame seeds in your house. You could also add them while you're mixing it around. But I probably won't. Maybe I'll add a little pinch, but no, we'll see. And there even are lines with these ones, so yeah, you can actually see. And then there's a unique thing I want to talk about. This is the hot topic about the video. So I originally started off with the cup version, and the stovetop version. Just eating lunch after coming home from school. I ate the cup versions. So these are like pretty much good like snack. Although if you can't handle your spiciness, and if you're like a sriracha person, yeah, this is probably something that's not for you. So yeah. And you've probably seen on the internet people doing these challenges, and then they're burning their mouth off, and some people giving up and not even completing the entire thing. And I've seen a React channel do something like this, and do something like that challenge, and then some people just went straight for the other and gave up. Some people, they just can't handle stuff like this. And not certain people, not all people who are like Mexican or Indian or Korean can handle it. It just depends on the person and what you normally eat as you were growing up, and maybe as you grow up your taste buds change. Maybe you like to eat something of a certain flavor, but you don't really wanna, and then maybe you didn't really like a certain kind of food, but as you grow up you start to like it. So you're going to probably think, as I add the water, I'm just going to like literally just use the strainer like I usually do in my videos. No strainer this time. So the cup version, I haven't seen the other Korean companies that like Nomshim or Palto or Otogi do something like with their cup noodles. But let me tell you this. Oh, come on. Just one more. One more. Yeah. Yeah. So hot water, I'm going to pour it in. I think you're supposed to leave it for like 3 minutes or something. I don't know. Let me just read the instructions. 4 minutes, okay. Oh, water's still left. Okay, I'll use that for later. So I just leave it like this. And if you want to like the sauce tube, really, since it's pretty thick and it's hard to pour, and not having to use my chopsticks to push them all out. What's a handy tip is, this is one handy tip. Pour it, cover it up with the sauce so it'll be more viscous. Now I'll leave it for 4 minutes like this. Now I'm going to resume. Ooh, sauce is pretty viscous now. Good. Good. Push these off to the side. Now the special thing about these Buldak noodles that only Samyang did is there are like 3 holes. See? Right here. Right here. So I'm going to poke here, here, and here. So carefully. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna do it. Bring it over. Careful, do not burn yourself doing this. So all that hot water, boiling the noodles will pour out. So the result will be something like this. So that's number 1. I'll also do it for this one. Careful. Oh, I think I might burn myself with this one too. This one has a bigger hole. Sometimes the noodles might fall out if you accidentally poke a bigger hole. Ow, this is really burning my hand. So that's how you do it. And of course, I'm gonna do the smart thing. So just mixing it in the mini bowl, cause it's like so hard. But you know, if you don't have like if you're outside and you know, not like you're away from home and they don't have plates around. you can't just really mix it around. It's like really cramped. So I'm gonna do this. And you could just put the covering and a garbage and cup. After you just rinse them, you could just put them in recycling. So the noodles are completely different. The kind of noodles are more like small spaghetti, but they're really narrow and they're really fit for the kind of like instant noodles. The cup version, the fast stuff. So it's not like the stove type, though. Yeah, just keep that in mind. And of course, even if you just eat one, it's good to just mix them around, because since it's like they'll always keep the oval shape. While if you did it like that's just on like the stove top version, which of course you're going to mix the noodles around in water. So while the bowl version, you just leave it as is. So, and the noodles are sort of kind of different. So yes, pretty clumpy. But the color of the sauce is pretty much the same, or darker. Oh, what I'm going to be expecting is something really dark. And of course, you can just, another tip, rub the sauce on the noodles so you don't have to really get stuff on your hands. And if you do get stuff on your hands, of course, you can just quickly run your hand on the sink. And of course, if you don't have chopsticks at home, you can just use your tongs. A lot of fun stuff. And the last time I did something like this, I think it was like back in 2018 or 2019. If you're really hungry, you can do this. But if you're not hungry and you just wanna, I advise you not to do this. And wow, the hot sauce smell is really getting to me. But that's what you want. And of course, I'm going to do what I usually do: 2x sauce, bottoms up, anymore. I have to have yogurt later because this is the kind of stuff that will get you on the toilet bowl later. Also, another tip with unique with chopstick users, you can mix them around. Oh, not much sauce on this side. Okay, so you can really lift up. So you can literally use this as an advantage. So this is just some doodle tips that I know, especially with the cuppers and the, the 3 poke the holes. So I know there's going to be a lot of companies that don't do what Samyang does. And I think people should know. No. And of course, we can't forget about these. Silly me. But these can get pretty messy, so, yeah. Huh? Okay. What the? Which again, you will want to do the lift around. So I got some on the bottom, I got some on the side. You got to make sure that don't get it all over the plate, because when you like move it, the plate by your hand, yeah, doesn't get too messy. Maybe you're moving it from the kitchen to the dining table. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, baby. No, I can really smell it now. Whoa. Oh, it'll now show up like this. Of course, more noodles than my average meal, so yeah. Maybe even slightly more than the stew type though. And yeah, again, compared to the regular stovetop Buldak noodles, this will be more heavyweight, and yeah, noodle texture different. So if you're not so familiar with it, yeah, if you're a regular eater like me, yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, even me, it's going to taste kind of different though. But at least I hope the noodles are chewy and oof. Let's have a little taste. Okay. 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 Not very chewy, but okay. Okay. I can taste the sauce, but You can sort of taste the difference between you can really taste the difference between the boiled version and stew type. So, okay. And as a person who constantly eats the stew type, yeah, it's gonna feel different. Mm. But not bad. But I recommend just eating one or by the stove type. Let's do the stovetop one's better. Bye.